Hi guys, it's Tracy Needles, Nadelhaus German Shepherds. I just wanted to talk real quick about young dogs and panosteitis or growing pains, or sometimes they look kind of awkward, long-legged, gawky, overangulated, wobbly. I don't know how to explain it any other way. There's so many different conversations that I have with people that their dog bunny hops or looks like they're in pain when they're walking or playing or something like that. And it's truly just the actual development that most dogs go through between 6 months and 12 months. A lot of times my clients will call me and say, hey, we've been to the vet, they're concerned, they're worried, they're not walking normally. And no, they don't walk normally because they're German Shepherds. They have lots of angles, lots of movement all around, and they don't know how to use all four of those legs together correctly. So let me give you a couple of things that help eliminate panosteitis or growing pains in these German Shepherds. It doesn't matter whether it's a female or a male. If you have them on puppy food, you're going to typically get panosteitis. It's soreness, it's aches, it's pains, and what's happening is the joints or the ligaments are growing faster than the bones, and so they're ripping away from the bones. This is why when you pick up a puppy from us, they will have always been on adult food. It's like all stage dog food. We do not give puppy food. That's why, is because we don't want them growing faster than they should. So figure out the protein level of dog food if you're not on the dog food that we recommend. It should be about 22%. Keep them on adult food its whole life so they'll grow slow and steady. They don't need to grow fast and they don't need to grow huge. They're German Shepherds. They're supposed to grow to a certain standard and a certain size, and you don't want them being any bigger than they're supposed to be. And giving them puppy food sometimes can give them that quicker growth, and it actually ends up hurting them. If you're going to do activity and your dog is in pain or has panosteitis, walk them on a leash. Don't let them run around and re-injure themselves. Dogs have no logic, so they're not going to be able to say, oh, I hurt, I don't feel good. That's always the kicker, is people are wondering what the heck, how do you exercise a dog that has panosteitis, or how do I exercise a dog that I have said put in a crate, quiet them down, settle them down, eliminate them from running around. Just put them on a leash and walk them. Don't let them run. Don't let them jump off stairs. Don't let them climb and leap. You can let them swim. You can let them take a leisurely walk on a leash, but they don't have to go crazy and be nuts when you're trying to settle them down. 2 times a day feeding. You don't need to feed them 3 times a day anymore. From 6 months to a year, they need to eat twice a day. And the typical amount that I'm seeing that works is 2 cups 2 times a day. We always soak our dog food. We do not give it dry. So if you're feeding dry, feed it soaked. Keep this dog under wraps so you can figure out what it is that's happening. If the dog is having problems, if the dog is limping, if the dog's limp kind of travels around its body, it's because it's got panosteitis. That's typical growing pains. It's nothing to worry about. An anti-inflammatory is helpful, and that anti-inflammatory can help just like it would if we had a backache or a leg ache or a knee ache. It's like Advil. It's something that we can use for a period of time, and it's safe, but it's not something that you want to use all the time, or else you're going to cause problems with their kidneys or liver. Anyways, pay attention to these dogs. Make sure you're not feeding puppy food when they're puppies. I know that sounds weird, but that's why we prevent that. We want to stop that panosteitis from happening in these dogs because it's a lot of pain.